Storm be damned. What's going on here? What happened?
Let's just say the wizard's tower went a little rogue. Spit out a little magic.
Don't think you're helping much, little friend.
Is that Garenhoff?
It's not quite your Garenhoff. We'll explain soon. This is about as new to us as it is to you. What a damn mess.
Frode! Soldier! Help an old sack of iron.
Lear! We're coming!
Here, take some of my sky scales!
Not all is lost. Commander, hop on a sky scale. It's the fastest way up.
Sky Scales and I don't get along. Seal the rifts as you ascend. I will do what I can from the ground.
You long enough. Oh, still adjusting to the split. Fight with me.
More of them?
Looks like you turned to some unwanted attention.
Not that I had any say in refreshing. Might. Feels nice.
Levon! Thank the Forge. Thought I'd lost you too.
Certainly put up a fight. For now, let's focus on the one in front of us.
Dagda.
She'll be all right, Blair. How are you feeling?
Adjusting. The split is never easy.
Take a moment. Ah, you all made it. Good. All in one piece. What happened to Iskarin and Dagda?
Iskarin.
You've probably heard rumors.
Possessed. Dagda got it bad. Whatever they hit her with, not great. And our beloved seer is... well, I've seen Iskarin in better shape.
They fled for our own good. Epoch sent his strongest to take them down first.
Guess that makes you the standing chair of the Wizard's Court.
And how are you doing? Stabilizing?
I have questions.
I'm sure you have many. So, Commander, let us fill you in. I'm sure you have many questions for me.
Quite a few. Are you...
A Mersat, yes. And I'm sure that isn't the biggest shock you've received today.
Wizards, the Astral Ward, traveling to wherever I was? No, it's not. I apologize if I find it hard to trust you immediately. My only experiences with the Mersat have been...
dire at best, I know. Ask whatever you need. My knowledge is yours. You've placed a lot of faith in us already. We are currently standing outside the Beacon of Ages. You may recognize it from folklore. Tyria dubbed it the Wizard's Folly Tower. Not our choice, of course. We have beacons such as this all over the world. They are conduits, so to say. The shield that they powered was recently broken, hence... well, all of this. This land is ancient and sacred. High above us in the clouds lies Omnitas, our home. Unfortunately, we're barred from getting any closer until we can quell the tower's defenses. We are protectors, not too dissimilar from yourself and your liege, Areen. While you kept Tyria safe from the threat of the Dragon Cycle, we watched you from the clouds. Until recently, the World Spire has powered a shield that guarded this world from the mists. To an extent. The final Dragon Cycle weighed heavily on our ability to shield ourselves. Nightfall came. Balthazar. Tyria has suffered still. But when the cycle ended, the magical ecosystem was fractured. The lake stilled. And now, you can see to the bottom. Aureen has begun to restabilize the system. I can feel her at work now. But until we mend the spire and our beacons, we are blood in water. Not only to the Cryptis, but anything else that may be looking. They are our protectors. While the other wizards and I kept the shields in place, the Astral Ward kept eyes on the rest of the world. Despite our best efforts, there are cracks in every system. Creatures of the mists have found ways inside. The Ward protects you from them. Every time a rift opens in Tyria, they seal it and kill whatever terror it has set loose. The Cryptis are demons. They evolved, learned. Their influence and power grew under the guidance of their leader, Epoch. Centuries ago, Epoch wanted to join our ranks, but Iskarin denied him entry. He found Epoch to be ignorant, hungry. Demons tend to be solitary creatures, but Epoch saw potential. Wells of power that they'd yet to tap into. He dubbed himself their king and built a society in his own image. One of fear and anger. Neos, the realm of dreams. They've spent centuries watching us, and others, learning all they can. Now, they've chosen to act. That was Iskarin's choice, and he made it long ago. He felt that the world only needed to focus on one terror at a time. Though I do admit, maybe this would have been prevented if we had asked for help sooner.
It's my destiny.
Ah, you must be the commander Maban spoke so highly of. I guess you're about what I expected.
And what did you expect?
Couple more scars. Taller, maybe. I jest. We monitored you as we monitor all magical anomalies. Don't worry. You're one of the good ones. If you weren't, well, you'd be dead. Possessed. It's a nasty little trick courtesy of our friends, the Cryptists. They wiggle their way into your mind, corrupt each thought one by one until you're raw. The pain refuses to cease.
And why didn't you get possessed?
Well, not for lack of trying. I came pre-built with a special little ability that allows me to split in two. Can't take over my consciousness if half of it is hightailing it to the Wizard's Tower, can you? I'm not. No. Ascended before the last dwarf turned. I have strange feelings about that. The right. But I'm reaching for something that isn't there or behind a thick wall. Must be sounding a little woo to you, aren't I? Wizards like Maban and I are a little different from you mortals. We needed to ascend to get these powers. Separate our planes of consciousness so that we can connect to the current. In simpler terms, our old self is put on a separate shelf. Our new self, our wizard selves, take over.
Soja, it's been...
A long time. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's been an eventful day. Suppose I'm still in shock.
I bet you are.
It's good to see you.
And you. We have a lot to catch up on.
Commander, I require your attention. Come speak to me, please.
Here. I went back to Radisum after Maguma. They tried to help me heal, but nothing worked. It was different then. It didn't feel like home. They treated me differently. So I traveled. And I traveled and traveled until I found somewhere I belonged. They took me in, helped me heal. Been here since. The Wizard's Court keeps all of this a secret. When I left Radisum, I just wandered for a while. I needed to be alone. I felt... I ran into another Asura in a hunting lodge outside Divinity's Reach. You know. I told her my story, she told me hers. Then she took me to meet Maban, and the rest is history. Yeah, I am. Been studying under Maban for a few years now. He saw something in me. Not just my brain, but he saw a flicker of power in me. Magic. More than just the elements. I have always been proud of being a scientist, and believe me, I still am. But I never thought there was something else in there. Waiting to come out.
And Arena.
She didn't make it back. Maban focused all of his energy on grabbing the commander.
If she has half the strength of her mother, I pity the cryptist that tries to put her down. Ah yes, glad to see you on your feet.
Me too.
I suppose we finally have a breath for a proper introduction. Name's Frode. Welcome to the Astral Ward.
Of course we do. We've watched your whole journey. Amazing, really. It's a bit jarring to see you in the flesh.
You've got quite the fan club up here.
We didn't always know if you were an ally. But, I mean, no offense. You've experienced so much.
I can't blame you for being hesitant.
It's okay. She's endured worse. If anyone can build a life for herself in a realm of rot and chaos, it's my daughter.
Is that a compliment?
Arena is your daughter? I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was walking into.
That's not your fault. Being a member of the Astral Ward comes with severe consequences. We are.
What our modest friend neglects to mention is that he is our valiant leader and guide. I am Narcisse. I specialize in medical magics and herbal remedies. If you ever find yourself with a demon on your shoulder, give me a call.
Funny.
Will do.
I do. Now that you've got some sense of our situation, I've set up a meet with the rest of the Rift Hunters.
Rift Hunters? Are they also Astral Ward?
Correct. I'll explain later. Got a camp set up nearby. I'll walk you through everything.
Got it. I'll see you there soon.
You made it back alive.
What are you?
You worry too much.
That doesn't go there! What are you even good for? Is that all you've got? The Ward will recruit anyone these days.
All right, now grab these parts and fly them up there. And make sure you put them in the right place. All right, now grab these parts and fly them up there. And make sure you put them in the right place. Now, let's go. down here and get some more. All right, now grab these parts and fly them up there. And make sure you put them in the right place. All right, now grab these parts and fly them up there. And make sure you put them in the right place. Now. Is that all you've got? The Ward will recruit anyone these days. All right, now grab these parts and fly them up there. And make sure you put them in the right place. Now, let's go. Not too bad. Maybe you'll be useful to me later. Now get her! Dismissed!
Can you come lend me a hand with this? Pretty please?
Are you ready for another try, old friend?
Until I'm rejoined, I don't really think I'm gonna be able to control the forge well enough.
I'm afraid we're running out of both time and options. We have to try.
You always manage to talk me into these things. Fine. Come to the forge and we'll lay out the plan.
We could use your help as well, Commander. Commander, over here.
Ah, they are taller than I thought.
Commander, you know, one of our oldest members.
Oldest mortal members.
Wish I had time to give you a proper introduction to the Astral Ward, but things are dismal.
Remind me why we can't call for more help? I could have a fleet of airships here in a day.
The Astral Ward is a secret. That is Isgaren's preference, even in times of worry.
Isn't Isgaren compromised? Won't it be too late if you wait for his permission?
Maban is choosing to honor his will. We will do the same. Rian could really use your help in the Rift Hunters, one of our more hands-on divisions. They track down rifts before whatever horrors inevitably spill out of them. Just like the one that pulled you into Nios. They're popping up all over Tyria. Innocent lives are at risk. Rian is waiting for you. He'll gear you up and give you whatever details you need.
While you help contain the threat, we've got Astral Ward searching for Dagda and Isgaren's whereabouts. As soon as we gather more intel, we'll call on you to help with the cleansing.
What exactly are we dealing with?
Dagda and Isgaren will need to be cleansed, so to say, of their Cryptus possession before they can aid us. Dagda is our first target. We believe she's hiding nearby, probably attempting to cleanse herself of any unwanted guests. As soon as we can confirm her location, we'll call on you. Give me your thing. The one you use to talk to your friends from far away.
My comms device. Oh, sure.
I do not miss the ever-changing nature of technology. There. I've attuned your little device to pick up on arcane fluctuations. We'll be able to contact you anywhere. Even if you stumble into another rift.
Well, let's hope the latter doesn't happen anytime soon.
Yes, let's. I was an esteemed professor in the College of Synergetics. To study the metaphysical is to study the inner workings of the flow itself. It's good work. But my people are stubborn and petty. Bureaucratic, even. It's limiting. Zojja and I had the same realization. Expecting satisfaction from that city is like expecting a Skrit to win the SNAF prize. So I went on a long sabbatical to explore the world beyond the stuffy labs and debate halls of Radasum. And then I found this big lump of bricks hiding away in Garenhof. Maban noticed my curiosity. And here I am. I still collect stipends from the Arcane Council. They think I'm in a jungle somewhere, gawking at plants. Bureaucracy.
Extremely useful. I personally believe it is our most important area of research. For many problems, it is difficult to see the solutions in advance, but easy in hindsight, after it's too late to fix it. But the fractals allow us to learn from mistakes we didn't actually make. That knowledge is essential in preventing those mistakes we can't afford to make. Originally, the wizards tried simulated beings, approximations that could experience life but couldn't suffer from it. But without that element, they didn't act like they would in our world. The data held no predictive power. Each aspect of real beings was needed. Their freedom, their strength, and yes, even their suffering. It was the only way. The wizards have the ability to, well, for lack of a better term, to pause the experiments. They are then kept in that frozen state in case they are needed later. That way, no additional harm comes to them. We will help them to survive this ordeal as best we can. But after, ultimately, that will be up to them. As long as we could keep them in their fractals, that was the most humane approach. But that is no longer possible. They're living beings, as real as you or I, and they deserve the right to choose their own paths forward. The same way that you do, Commander. I've watched your career with admiration, seen the choices you've had to make. You know, as I do, that the right thing to do is rarely clean. There are always consequences, and many of them severe. I've spent a long time on this problem, and this is our best option. Part of leading is accepting the cost of that choice. The truth is, as high as the price is to learn what we've learned, I've never regretted it. But someone must. You've faced those choices yourself. You're likely to again.
Welcome to the command center.
We're up and running. Good.
This'll help. Navigating the islands might be a bit,
Confusing?
right. Over time, Isgarin and the wizards created various reflections.
For the scientific-minded, you could think of them like simulations.
They were kept on an astral plane, separate from our physical reality.
So they're like fractals.
Exactly! But, unlike fractals, these are here. These copies are now physical and susceptible to Cryptus' influence.
When the dragon's cycle ended and the spire's magic was fractured, some of those reflections spilled out. They fell into multiple planes of existence. Some of them solidified here.
Kaineng, Elona. So often the world was only inches away from a completely different reality.
So they're real, not just illusions? Living beings trapped in simulations?
Real as you and I. They're shaken and in need of someone's help.
Commander. Your eyes have seen so many places. So many beasts. I know a hunter when I see one. Apologies. Being in your presence may be more shocking for some than others. I am Rian of the Rift Hunters.
Frode and Yuno sent me to help. It sounds like we're working against the clock.
Your eagerness is welcome, but there remains one step before I teach you how to locate rifts. The heart must be attuned. The ancient magics within the artifact call out for a bond to be formed between itself and the wielder. It should be a simple matter of spending time with the artifact in your possession, doing whatever you normally do. Once you've attuned to the heart, return to me, and I'll help guide you through the next steps.
I can't believe this plan is finally working.
The worst is yet to come. Forging the key is going to pull a lot from you. There are dangers that come with that.
I've survived worse. It's gotta be done,
Welcome to the Astral
so we might as well get to it.
All right, now grab these parts and fly them up. And make sure you put them in the right place. done yet. Get back down here and get some more. Not too bad. Maybe you'll be useful to me later. Now get out of here! Dismissed!
My name is Arlay. I'm the ward's second-in-command of Fractal Research, and I've taken charge of the cleanup here. This version of Garanhoff aimed to test what would happen if the tower was ever destroyed. Things aren't going well. If you can spare the time, please stay and help out. These people deserve better than what we've given them.
Well, your help comes with kind timing. Rifts have been appearing all over Tyria, but they're especially potent here. Thankfully, that device of yours, the Heart of the Obscure, has given us a new windfall. In your hands, a blessing. They found it in Waiting Sorrow's quarters just before we lost the tower. Don't know what she made it for, but the Heart's ability to open and seal rifts by following their astral frequency is impressive. I've not much more time with the Heart than you, but let me guide you. The Heart of the Obscure is capable of astonishing things. It can act as a conduit for your emotional energy, channeling it as a source of power. Now, hold the heart aloft and focus your thoughts on the demonic rifts and your desire to hunt down these intruders. Do you feel it?
I can see it. The magic in the air is flowing.
Incredible. What does it look like?
Hard to describe. A little frightening. Like the world itself is reaching toward something. You can't see it?
No. You and the heart are one in this moment. I've seen before what you do now, but I am a bystander. It might seem overwhelming, but don't be afraid. These are your own thoughts made manifest. Go on now. Why don't you see where it leads you?
The Pack Commander, huh? About time we brought in another heavy hitter.
delivery of fresh bakes just for you.
Sweet, sweet
That's great,
treasure.
Briella. Wait, so how does this work?
We could use your help here. The storm over Garanhof has eased up some, and the mayor and I need to look for survivors. It's the least the ward can do, given that we're partially responsible for them even existing. If you find anyone, let me know and we'll portal them out.
This place probably looks a bit different than the Rudder Novus you remember, huh? The wizards wanted to see what would happen if it survived, and it did pretty well. Leave it to the Asura, right? They're kind of a headache, too, so I could always use some help to keep them out of trouble if you've got the time.
This fractal was created to study what would happen if ley line energy overflowed without containment. Nature has reclaimed this Magua, and a unique ecosystem has flourished, one that's worth preserving. While there is much to be done, please resist the urge to slash and burn your way through here in the process. This fractal was created to study what would happen if ley line energy overflowed without containment. Nature has reclaimed this Magua, and a unique ecosystem has flourished, one that's worth preserving. While there is much to be done, please resist the urge to slash.
It's done.
Good. The Cryptists are relentless. There are doubtless many other rifts to seal. You've got your work cut out for you. If you have questions or need guidance on any of this, come and find me. We're in this together.
Finally! Someone came! My partner is badly injured, and we're surrounded by these creatures. We were hunting a cryptis here, but the local wildlife ambushed us before we could track it down. We could really use your assistance. I need someone to cover me while I tend to wounds. Such might!
Better than moving.
We brought some traps along with us. It won't be enough to kill the beast, but it'll buy you some time.
We could use your help here. We need to set up some equipment in the jungle to track Cryptis activity, but it's overrun. If you could use your sky scale to clear out some of these bugs, it'd definitely make things a lot easier.
Rocknor's Forge. This was my home before I joined the Wizards. Don't embarrass me, all right? This fractal was made to see what would have happened if we lost to the Stone Summit. An awful outcome, I assure you. These dwarves might be a bit less rocky than you're used to, but they're still real, and they can still use your help.
Be careful if you go any farther. The Jade mechs in the city will kill any who enter. The Kaineng you know was built on the backs of the machines. In this Kaineng, the machines have had a change of heart. The ward sent me to bring some peace to this place. If you can help while you're here, that would mean a great deal.
This is Ammon of the Ward, and you've unfortunately found yourself in Alona. Or Analona, rather. Apparently this fractal aimed to study a world where all has all succeeded. It's not pretty, to say the least. But if you help me out around here, we'll probably both get back to more exciting duties sooner.
It's my destiny. the rift.
Terrifying, isn't it? You'll need to stabilize it before you can seal it. Get closer and channel the heart. The Cryptis will attempt to break your focus on the spell and stop you. Be prepared to defend yourself. Focus on your desire to protect Tyria.
I gather your rift hunting is going as planned.
Adapting. These fractals, to be born into one reality, then pulled into another to be hunted by demons.
Another thing that we'll need to handle. When you've got a moment, please report back to the medical ward at the Beacon of Aegis. Given your exposure in Nios, I'd like to confirm that you're at optimal health.
If the fox pokes his head into one too many burrows, who knows what will snap at his face? Be careful approaching the rift. Ceres is looking for you. He got a taste, and he wants a bite.
If you're so concerned, why did you rescue me?
For curiosity, perhaps. Or do I want to kill you myself?
Not making a great case for yourself.
You are such a fascinating creature. Your memories are molten. Try losing face. Can you blame me for wanting to see what comes next?
Could use your help on the fractals. Situation is...
Frode and Yuno are inside.
Oh. Hey.
This place is impressive, if not a little terrifying. And the wizards can create fractals. Still trying to wrap my head around it.
Yeah, it can be a lot. We're still getting used to all of this ourselves.
This one is a little prickly. But I can tell you're familiar. She's harder to read. Emotional. Angry.
Did you say something, Commander?
Oh, I wouldn't tell her about me if I were you. She's a bit more raw. Might not react how you'd like.
Nothing from me. I'll leave you to your work. Here! Here.